Yeah, I think we've named a strong squad on the back of using 37 players in the Six Nations, and that was the whole idea about exposing as many of our players as we could to international rugby in the Six Nations. So we created some depth in our squad, which I think we have done. And if you look at the squad there on paper, it's a strong squad with quite a considerable amount of depth in certain positions, particularly in the front row. So hopefully, if we can manage to get to the latter stages of the World Cup, as we have the last 2 years, then that should stand us in good stead to get the right results. France have obviously just won the Grand Slam, so they're going to be very confident going into the tournament, and that will end up as our third game in the pool, which could possibly be a quarter-final, providing we win the 2 games prior to that game. So should stand things instead for similar situations we had last year, really, against Argentina. It's been great lately to see the likes of Elliot, Scott Otten, Nicky Smith, Tyler, Jack, etc. playing Hallam, playing regional rugby in the Rabo, and that experience, playing that level of rugby with that intensity, is only going to help our preparations and enhance our squad, really. This is the 3rd year I've been involved in this tournament, and the World Cup is definitely a step up from the Six Nations in terms of certainly the intensity is played at and the level, because a lot of other nations obviously have players coming to strengthen their squad the same as we have. But we'll certainly need to be better, and I'm sure with the right preparation we have in the next 4 weeks leading into that World Cup, on the back of what we've learned in the Six Nations, that we will definitely be a better team for it.
Yeah, absolutely over the moon to be selected, given the opportunity to go out to New Zealand and play against the best players in the world at my age. Yeah, so it's a great opportunity. Obviously got a lot of experience in the squad from boys who played in the final last year, so hopefully they'll help us boys. It's our first time out in the Junior World Championship, so hopefully we together as a team then will perform on the field as well.
It's fantastic, to have boys that played last year in the World Cup and the Six Nations, and boys have had a lot of experience at regional level this year, and likes of Dafydd Howells with first team caps. It brings a lot of confidence to the team, and especially as a backline, you're excited to play with those players. We've got a tough group. We've got Fiji, Ireland and France, so there'll be a lot of different challenges with travelling and the jet lag and getting over everything, and the group, and obviously performances of the squad.
Obviously we had a couple of mishaps. Obviously the England game wasn't too great, but we bounced back that with a great win over Scotland. So we've experienced a big defeat, but we've also experienced a good number of wins.
The Ireland game was fantastic for us. To go out there and the weather, the conditions were horrendous, really, and maybe it might be wet out in New Zealand, which to have confidence that we've put a performance in and got a good result against Ireland in that sort of conditions gives the squad a lot of confidence. The France game, we learned a lot from that, because we weren't where we could have been that game, and we feel that we're a better team than the performance we put out that day. So it's exciting to play those games against them again, and another challenge again.